We gaze up at the sky, obsessed with conquering the vastness of space. We spend billions sending telescopes to the edges of the universe, dreaming of meeting alien civilizations. But what if the greatest secrets aren't out there, but right here, under our own feet? What if the most profound discoveries await us in the deep, dark abysses of our own planet? For decades, we've been trying to drill an entrance into our planet's heart, to uncover the mysteries hidden below. And sometimes, what we think we find is truly terrifying. In 1989, a story emerged that sent shivers down the world's spine. Scientists, working at the world's deepest borehole, supposedly lowered a sensitive microphone deep into the earth. What they recorded allegedly made them stop drilling forever in sheer terror. They sealed the entrance, convinced they had opened a gateway to hell itself. The recording, 17 seconds of pure, inhuman, multi-voiced screams from 12 kilometers below ground, became an internet legend. Known as the Sounds of Hell, it still circulates online, sparking arguments, fear, and a healthy dose of ridicule. But is any of it true? Join us on a journey into the deepest holes on Earth. We'll explore both artificial chasms and natural earthly portals, each one a window into our planet's distant past. We'll count down the most incredible, from ancient wonders to modern nightmares, and finally uncover the truth behind those sounds of hell. Our countdown begins not with a dark abyss, but with an amazing architectural marvel in the sun-scorched lands of Rajasthan, India. This is Chand Baori, the world's most complex and deepest stepwell. It's like an inverted pyramid, plunging 30 meters straight down. Its walls are a breathtaking symmetry of thousands of narrow steps. For centuries, this well was a vital source of water in an arid land. Its 13 tiers create an optical illusion, a seemingly endless maze that plays tricks on your eyes. It's a testament to ancient ingenuity, a beautiful solution to a life-or-death problem. From the dry heat of India, we move to the cool, mysterious waters of the Caribbean Sea. Here, in the center of an atoll, the ocean's color suddenly shifts. A perfect, dark blue circle appears, so deep it looks almost black. This is the Great Blue Hole, a giant, awe-inspiring underwater sinkhole. It's over 300 meters wide and plunges 124 meters straight down. 15,000 years ago, during the last ice age, this was a massive limestone cave on dry land. But as the oceans rose, the cave's fragile roof collapsed, creating this incredible natural wonder. The legendary Jacques Cousteau was the first to explore its secrets. Diving here is a beautiful but also very dangerous experience. At 90 meters deep, you enter a thick, toxic layer of hydrogen sulfide, a haunting, still world where life struggles to exist. From the wonders of nature, we now turn to monuments of human obsession. In Kimberley, South Africa, lies the Big Hole, a colossal scar left by human greed. It's the world's largest quarry dug entirely by hand, a hole that sparked a global diamond rush and created one of the most powerful corporations in history. It all started in 1871, when a few diamonds were found on a small hill. Soon, 50,000 people flocked here from all over the world, armed with nothing but pickaxes, shovels, and desperate hope. The hill was transformed into a giant, buzzing anthill of frantic activity, but the dream had a dark side. Working conditions were hellish, and many died in terrifying cave-ins. Ambitious and ruthless men like Cecil Rhodes saw an opportunity and seized control, eventually consolidating the countless small claims under his De Beers Company, forever changing the world's diamond trade. Now, let's return to natural anomalies, this time steeped in chilling folklore. In the deserts of Yemen, a perfectly round, gaping hole pierces the earth. Locals call it Bir Barhut, but the world knows it by a more ominous name, the Well of Hell. Ancient legends claimed it was created by jinn as a prison for demons, and that the well had a supernatural power, sucking in anything that dared to get too close. For centuries, fear kept people away, but in September 2021, a team of brave Omani cavers decided to face the legend. They descended into the abyss, and what they found was not a demonic prison, but a lost world. The strange sounds weren't screams of the damned, but the echoes of waterfalls cascading through the cave. The bottom wasn't a pit of fire, but a wonderland of beautiful, otherworldly cave formations and strange, blind creatures. From ancient legends, we now move to modern nightmares. In 2014, on the remote Yamal Peninsula in Siberia, helicopter pilots spotted something incredible. A giant, perfectly round hole had appeared in the frozen tundra, a crater about 30 meters wide and over 70 meters deep. What could have caused such a violent and sudden rupture? Scientists believe the culprit is methane. Siberia's permafrost is a massive reservoir of this potent greenhouse gas, trapped in ice. As the planet warms, the permafrost thaws, weakening the icy cap that holds the gas in. Pressure builds and builds until it reaches a critical breaking point, resulting in a colossal, explosive release. These Yamal craters are more than just a geological curiosity. They are visible, terrifying scars of our planet's changing climate. Some holes impress with their depth, but the Mir mine in Siberia astounds with its sheer scale and its bizarre, destructive power. This man-made crater is so massive it creates its own anomalous weather patterns. It's said that the pit can literally suck helicopters out of the sky. The quarry's diameter is 1.2 kilometers and it's 525 meters deep. For decades, this mine was a cornerstone of the Soviet economy, producing billions of carats of diamonds. The extreme temperature difference between the frigid Siberian air and the warmer air inside the pit creates powerful, turbulent vortexes. Because of this danger, the airspace directly above the Mir mine is now officially and permanently closed to all aircraft. Our journey now takes us to the deepest known cave on Earth, Veryovkina Cave in Abkhazia. This isn't just a hole, it's a vertical subterranean labyrinth that plunges an astonishing 2,212 meters into the planet. The descent to the bottom is a grueling expedition that takes about 4 long days. The main danger here isn't the crushing darkness or the tight squeezes, but water. Any heavy rain on the surface can turn the cave's shafts into roaring, deadly waterfalls, trapping explorers deep underground. But for those who brave the risks, the reward is incredible. At the very bottom, cavers have discovered an entire lost world, with unique species of creatures that have evolved in total isolation for millennia. Next, we visit a hole that is simply mind-boggling in its proportions. The Bingham Canyon mine in Utah is the largest pit ever excavated by human hands. With a diameter of 4 kilometers and a depth of 1.2 kilometers, it is so enormous that it is clearly visible from space. This open-pit mine has been in operation for over a century and has produced more copper than any other mine in history, along with vast quantities of gold, silver, and molybdenum. It's a staggering monument to industrial might, a hole that has literally moved mountains to fuel our civilization. But for the deepest natural point on the planet, we must leave the land and plunge into the ocean. Here in the western Pacific lies the Mariana Trench, and within this trench is its deepest point, the Challenger Deep. It is an abyss almost 11 kilometers straight down. To put that in perspective, if you placed Mount Everest inside, its peak would still be more than 2 kilometers below the surface. The pressure here is over 100 times that at sea level, enough to crush almost anything instantly. It is the most remote and inhospitable place on Earth, yet even here, life finds a way. Finally, we arrive at our number 1 spot. It's not a natural wonder or a mine dug for profit. It's a creation of pure scientific ambition and the origin of our terrifying story. This is the Kola Superdeep borehole, located in Russia's Murmansk region. The project's goal was not to find oil, but to pierce the Earth's crust and peer into the upper mantle, a journey into the very heart of our planet's geology. In 1989, the drill reached a staggering depth of 12,262 meters. This remains the absolute world record for the deepest artificial point on Earth, a record that stands to this day, and it was here, at this incredible depth, that the legend of the Sounds of Hell was born. The project was officially shut down in 2008, and the site now lies in ruins. So what about those screams? Were they real? The truth is, it was all a hoax. The audio was a cleverly remixed and looped soundtrack from a horror movie attached to the fascinating story of the Kola borehole to create a viral sensation. No demons were found. No gateway to hell was opened. The real discoveries were geological: water where it shouldn't be, microscopic fossils deep in the rock, and a planet far more complex than we ever imagined. The greatest secrets under our feet aren't monsters, but the story of Earth itself. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the depths. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.